Welcome to another episode of the Furrow Podcast. It's your man, Mark P, the landlord, leader of the Bald-Headed Nation. And over here, I have my man.
It's your man, DJ Rich Stacks, a.k.a. Get Money's Finest, a.k.a. Furrow Finest. Get Money.
What's going on, man? It's your boy KB, man. Why y'all all fucking talking like robots today, man? It's slow. What is going on, man? God damn, man.
Sorry, bro. I'm hungover from Saturday.
I'm still beat from the Tiny Dope concert, man.
Yes, sir.
It took a lot of energy out of me, man. I'm deflated. Deflated. I got to get it going. And our guest up in here today,
Amanda Pearson, a.k.a. Mandy Sanders, a.k.a. Rev, a.k.a. the AARP section.
What's up, Mandy? How you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
No problem. Thank you for
coming
joining us.
on. How was your weekend?
Wonderful. Practice Friday, Saturday, picture day on Sunday.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. As my cousin Nate Wiley would say, let's get it, let's go.
That's
right.
That's right. I'm loving y'all team colors, you know what I'm saying? The Pittsburgh Steelers, that's dope, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
I love it.
Represent diehard Pittsburgh Steelers. First Steeler fan. Furrow Steelers.
Oh, yo,
Yes,
the staff.
we have that in common.
The Steelers, my Uncle Brian might be tuning in Vegas. He don't like no other Steelers but the Pharaohs.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. He be killing them. He killing more than Myron. Him and Myron on the same level.
Him and Myron Lowe and Melvin Gregory, they men with no country.
Can't forget this guy over here.
Yeah.
I have a little disdain for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's all right.
That's cool.
That's all right.
It's
I'm
like
rooting for that
Ponzi
black and
scheme
gold,
teams.
though.
The team
I'm
with
rooting
the
for that
worst
black and
business in
gold,
the
though.
business, man.
Y'all DJs know the N words you love to hate. That's what the Steelers are.
Man,
the
got
ninjas you love to hate.
Right, man.
Y'all know it is, but that's
okay.
okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
You come around.
Ma, how was your weekend, big dog?
Man, celebrated my son's 29th birthday.
Dope.
That was a blessing. 29 years on God's green earth to, just to reflect back from him being a little one to the man he's become now. We had a good dinner. My daughter come over.
Yeah.
And, of course, Mom Dukes is up in the house. And we had a good time and
Dope,
celebrated.
man.
And for once, I wasn't working the whole weekend,
Yeah.
So I took time off for myself to celebrate with the family. And, of course, our event, your event, that you had me part of. I had a good time with that, with the Tiny Dope concert. So,
Dope.
I really enjoyed myself this weekend.
Dope. Bro, and we're going to get the Rich and some other weekend, but your son ever dunk on you? Because he tall as shit, man.
But, man, you know what?
Yo, I know he been looking up because I saw him at the event just looking like, man, I'll dunk on my dad right fucking now. I'll dump on this nigga right now, yo.
I never played him in sports or whatever, but,
He probably be laying in the bed like,
I never would let it
God, I'm
anyway.
gonna dunk on this buzzard one day.
Even if we would have, I would have never let that shit happen.
Right.
I would have hacked his ass. He'd be like, man, that ain't not real. For real.
You gonna build Lamborghini?
Yeah, man, shit.
Rich, how was your weekend, big dog?
Truly blessed, man. Got some free time. Once again, Tiny Dope concert was the event for this year for me so far, man. You put on a pretty dope event, bro, and set a standard. Like, truly honored to be a part and sharing the stage with you. But you did your thing, bro, and the promotion and the whole event, the vibe was dope.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man.
How was your weekend?
Oh man, it was blessed, man. It's amazing to see your ideas come to life. You know what I mean? Like I've said a couple times on the podcast, and if you're never looking at Brian Color's last post, he put on it. I told him, Jazzy Jeff told me, specifically, die empty, and that means get your ideas out of you before you leave here. So to see all of that, and I was just looking back, I was like, man, I contacted Takesha January 18th, like laying everything like, yo, Takesha, only answer when you can, because she's dealing with cancer and everything. Right. So I was just like, answer when you can, take your time on that. But yo, I want to put on an event, something called Tiny Dope Concert, man. I listened to this album by this kid Crypto, and I met this dude CJ, man, and I think this is something that will be really dope, is to see MCs rock with a band and play off of the Tiny Desk concerts, off of that YouTube series with NPR. And then for it to all just come together and everybody to be able to collab and work together is amazing, man. So to see that being on paper, to execute it on Saturday, It was amazing, man. It was a flawless event. Yeah, there was some gripes with some things, and I was thinking to myself, like, yo, man, I should talk about this and that and this and that. But I was like, you know what? There were too many positives to even
for that one smoky
mumble,
negative.
Mumble, the small bad things that went on, man. So I'm truly blessed. I'm glad it went on, and I'm hoping that they do it again. I just got to figure out, where I want to have it at. Switching artists around and things like that, man. So yeah, it was a good weekend. And then Sunday, every other Sunday at Dope, you know what I mean? Free promo, whatever. They do a brunch every other Sunday. Black woman owned.
Oh man.
Winery, yo.
Love it.
It's an incredible, incredible place. So if you haven't been to Dope, man, go support them Black women, man. It is so
I gotta make myself
dope over there, man.
Yes,
so
sir.
Dope, man. So I mean, from the age 21 to 70 was in the building, and everybody just got along. It was a chill vibe. The music was incredible, man. So yeah, man. But again, shout out to Dope. Shout out to everyone that was involved with the Tiny Dope concert. My man CJ, man, I love you, dog. Shout out to Lo.
Yes.
Shout out to Jay, the band. Shout out to the artist Danielle, man, the most resilient woman in the world to me, man. To be dealing with what you're dealing with, and you keep going. I mean, that speaks volume. To Keisha Thomas, man, fuck cancer, man, for you even to open the doors and allow me to come in. I truly appreciate you for doing that. Duke Kales, he came in. Jessica Talbot was supposed to be on, but she couldn't make it. Totally cool. Duke jumped on. Just Flow Wells, man, and Crypto, man. So again, thank y'all for sure.
And the Crypto's homie SK,
Yep.
Yeah, him too,
Yep.
and
Solomon. Saul, everybody.
Saul, can't forget about Saul.
Man. I don't want to forget anybody, man. Yep. So thank you, man.
And fast shout out to the landlord, bro. You did an excellent job. For your first event, bro.
Oh,
like
man,
for
I
real.
was nervous, Fat shout out to you, and thank you for leading the way for me to be able to draw from your energy.
I was cracking up when you do a plasma on the collection plate, man. I got to play Furrow. First of all, Furrow, Sharon, Warren, Ohio. Thank you for allowing me to play house music, yo. I don't know if y'all used to hearing house music, so that y'all thought it was a gospel song, but that's actually a house track music that was mixed to, but y'all was jamming to it, man. And my mom was going around with the collection plate, man. That was so dope, yo. I saw the visual in the background. You was on there, man, and oh man, I was dying, man. Tears coming out of my eyes laughing at that, man.
That just hit my soul, man. And that's how house music is for people to know, and those of you that don't know, house music moves you like that.
Right.
So it was good that everybody, felt like that, and I caught the vibe. We caught the vibe as a crew,
bro. That was
city,
that was dope. That was dope.
Everything
man.
just went together. I just felt it was right, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, fast shout out to everybody that attended. We love you. For the people that didn't make it, we love you too.
Yeah, for
just
sure,
make sure
man.
you come out next time and be part of the love session, because that's all it was.
Yeah, for
good
sure.
vibes all night.
Peaceful vibe.
Make sure you come on out next time. And we're definitely going to have something again.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely real soon. Just got to make sure people is available. Money, all of that, man. Right venue, all of that, man. So I just like to write everything down, figure things out, and then go from there. So, yep. But what y'all think about the whole John Morant situation right now, man?
Bruh, this nigga.
Right.
He is the only nigga that's gonna be motherfucking made it out the NBA.
Right.
You feel
bro.
me?
Like for no reason.
It's crazy.
It's so unnecessary, fam.
Yeah, he definitely has some.
March, you touched on it. You touched on it a few episodes back about John Morant and his family. Like, you gotta change your mindset once you get in that element.
Yeah, bro. You got to grow, man. I don't, that whole keeping it real, playing the streets ain't it no more, fam.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean?
Right. You
the
had the one
streets ain't
situation
it.
with with him and Shannon.
Yep.
Shannon was there. Then another one with somebody out of his crew got into it with an Indiana Pacer player. And something about a gun. Then something about he flashed a gun on IG or something.
Yeah, that was just the other day.
But this is all off the court stuff. On court, he's phenomenal. He's
incredible.
Several deals outside of the game. He need to slow down before he lose some of those deals. And also he has to be mindful that, it's young kids that's looking up to him and watching out,
Yeah, bro.
What was one point in time I used to think oh man, well, famous people in sports or rappers or whatever shouldn't be role models or considered as, maybe, but nowadays I started to change the narrative of thinking about that, yeah, they are responsible. You know, they play a part in that too. You know, whether they want
Right.
to believe it or not, and they got to switch it up. You know, especially somebody like him.
Yeah, man.
You know, he's only like 23 or 24. He's
And
still got
bro,
the
it's a
whole career
privilege
ahead
to
of
be.
him.
It's a privilege to be on that level as well. You know, there's so many dudes that want to be where you at
Yeah.
right now, fam. And you just, I don't know. You ain't NBA young boy, fam.
Yeah.
We do
Not
not
at all.
care. We
Yeah.
do not
Yeah.
care. And the NBA young boy dudes out here got way more guns than you. I don't care how much money you got now.
All the wrong moves, man.
They got them switches. They got that, that
Yeah.
dragging. But we don't care. We don't want. We just
Got that 30 plus that
got
hundo.
that 30 plus, bro. Come
All the
on,
right
man.
moves on the court, all the
Right.
wrong moves
Yo.
off the court.
But
Yeah,
what's
man.
wild is though, look at the statements compared to how they treated Kyrie, Nike, and how they treating Ja, yo. So with Kyrie, they shut that man down immediately. He didn't even do nothing.
That ties into something else I wanted to talk about.
man. And
That's
then-
selective outrage.
And it's selective outrage, family.
Bruh, it's selective outrage.
And it was like, I hope he takes care of his mental health and get better and da 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 da. You know, we 1,000,000% on that level of support mental health here and talk about black men getting therapy and all of that. But come on, fam. Y'all took the deal away from Kyrie. Y'all did that. Y'all said he had to go walk across the Brooklyn Bridge to go get a pie. You know what I mean? Like my man Diddy said.
Get
all
some
of this
goat milk
crazy
from
stuff.
Harlem.
Y'all just was like, well, he's having some mental
But
things.
do you see
He'll
what the
be cool.
narrative is, though, fam?
Yes.
This man just posted a movie.
Right.
He posted a movie, a link to a
movie.
A movie about.
Right.
Like,
And Amazon didn't get shut down.
No.
Didn't get none of that.
right,
Yep.
right.
but this dude is on IG flashing guns and beating down 17-year-olds, bro. Like, what the hell's going on?
And it's not like he's shooting, like holding a gun like he just went turkey hunting or some shit. Like,
Nah.
I'm in the backwoods of Tennessee. I done caught a bird. Nah, man, you out here like you Chief Keef for somebody.
Yeah.
And then, it's okay. It's
Paul
okay.
Pierce
Kyrie, they tried to kill this dude.
he had an interesting perspective on it from his standpoint. Because remember when he got stabbed and shit, so he was like saying like, "But yo, hold up. What if it's something similar? Like, I mean, something going on like that, or something could happen like how it happened to me to him." Y'all shouldn't come at him for carrying this gun and da 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 da. He's trying to say that from like, but hold up though. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Jalen Rose also had an interesting view from it, like, just from saying like, hold up, don't like cast him out, from that part too. But the Paul Pierce part of it was like, well shit. Why shouldn't he carry a gun? You see what happened to me. I got stabbed up by a random blah, blah, this.
But
and
they
that,
already
that,
have a
you know
rule
what I
because
mean?
they trying to say that he was in Denver with it. And they said you have a rule that you're not allowed to bring weapons on the team plane.
Yeah.
And all of that type of stuff, man. So, I don't know, man.
By no means-
Overall, all of it could have been avoided, fam.
Yeah.
Like, literally, every piece of that could be avoided.
For sure, though.
Add something to this
Yeah, no,
conversation.
That's fine. Most definitely.
I'm sorry. It's about choices.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And no matter how much money you make, you still have to make good choices.
Right.
Indeed.
And it's a mindset. When your status changes, you should have a mindset change.
Right.
No longer, or long gone are the days now, I play football, I play for free. Actually, it costs me money to play.
Right.
And my mindset going in is, okay, I got to be careful driving. I got to make sure, because I'm not just a representation of me, my family. I'm a representation of the team.
Exactly.
And when you talk about $1 million contracts, there's a mindset change. And who you hang around with influences your decisions you make.
Exactly.
When you got the wrong people in your camp, you cannot be successful. Barack Obama would not be as successful, I think, without a Michelle.
Right.
Exactly.
Or vice versa. Pick a female. When you have good people in your corner telling you, leading you, guiding you, and you learn to make these good decisions, I get being loyal to the hood where you come from. I got to represent.
Right.
Okay, but what's the hood going to do for you? Is hood going to give you the $1 million contract?
Right.
Hood ain't going to put no money in your books.
Are they
for doing
feeding
something
you?
foolish.
Fam.
And if they
Not at all.
are, how long are they going to do it?
Right. You're gonna,
And at what cost?
You're going to end up on a T-shirt in the mural, my fam.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go. It's poor choices.
And then,
It's poor choices.
then we're in front of the mirror just posing. That's all you getting, fam.
And
Poor
the same
choices,
people that could have been telling you, no, don't do that. If and when you do mess up, Or be them same ones, but like, damn, look at them. I can't believe
I
it.
They be on the
No, dummy.
They
dummy.
be on your 30 for 30 talking
Dummy.
about you like, man, I told this cat.
Yeah.
I told this cat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be carrying around the AR-15, bro. Like, oh, come
Yeah.
on, bro.
And by no
Phil,
means
big
am I
homie.
trying to tear John Morant down.
Right.
But
Nah, it's not at all. That's not our
like Mr. Amanda says,
here.
it's all about choices. And like you got to restructure yourself once you get on that type of level because you got a platform. And it should be each one teach one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's your job, once you make it to a certain plateau, to pull your brother up with you.
Right.
Instead of showing a negative way in a negative light.
Yep.
I mean, like, I have no qualms with anybody deserving their First Amendment rights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, be responsible with it.
Please be
And
responsible with
this
it.
has been too many negative patterns with him with this gun and like too soon. It's just back-to-back instances. So it really ain't a good look. He just need to clean it up.
Yep. So, and speaking of patterns, not to switch the subject up, man, one pattern that's been broken that I'm truly happy about is De La Soul is now available on
All
streaming
platforms. Yes, sir.
Every streaming
I'm out there.
platform.
It's about time, man.
They had one of the most
gotta
incredible
update my-
events last week, and I hate that I didn't go the last Thursday.
Yeah.
When that midnight hit, boom, Apple Music, Spotify,
Dope.
Tidal,
Oh,
YouTube,
yeah, I'm on
because
Tidal.
Tommy Boy Records, straight
Scumbags.
How can I say this, man? They fucked De La
Dirty
Soul up
bastard.
bad,
Industry rule number 4080. Industry people are shady, bro.
Man, they did them young dudes bad.
Yes.
They did them bad. And it makes me even more mad that Trugoy passed away before he can see this. You know what I'm saying? You know, God bless his soul. God bless Dave's soul. But
Sure.
he should have been on that stage with with the whole crew last week.
Yeah,
You
and
know
getting
what
a
I'm
chance
saying?
to feed his family
Yeah,
off
you
of
know what I
something he
mean?
loved doing.
Yeah, you know, his estate is about to eat now.
Yeah.
But it would have just been great to see him, you know, this is the man who named the group. This is
Yes,
the
sir.
main dude that named De La, you know what I mean? So yeah, Grind Date is my favorite album, man. And actually getting to meet Super Dave in January and see him play all the tracks he made for De La, it's incredible, man. So I'm happy for that dude for sure. Super Dave, you know, the whole crew, the whole Native Tongue crew. I'm happy for now, man. And yeah, download, stream, purchase, whatever you got to do. Keep playing.
Play
that.
De La.
Set up a streaming farm for these cats, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Let these cats get to 1 billion streams, man, because they deserve all of that, man.
Like
You know?
like we got Woo Wednesdays. We should start De La Tuesdays.
Oh, bro, come on.
De La Tuesdays to go with Taco Tuesday,
Yeah,
fam.
for sure.
Like,
For sure. That'd be dope, man. Potholes in my lawn.
Lord,
man.
yes, sir.
Yeah, but so many incredible hits, man. They created so many different styles. They made the cats that are not gangsters and none of that feel comfortable. The black nerd, the black, you know, whatever. They made you feel comfortable. That's same here, bro.
Yeah.
You know, man. I saw Stro Elliott was talking about shout to Stro. He missed the event last week, but he just was talking about how some kids are coming up to him now. It's like, well, you know, why is this a big deal? Why is De La such a big deal? Because this generation don't know. And it's okay. They wasn't born. They don't understand that. And that's fine. But he explained to them like, yo, they were the kids that were like, you know, talking about ketchup, talking about certain flowers is cool. They cut their hair a certain way. They wasn't
the flower
Ice
shirts.
Cube. Right. They wasn't the Ice Cube. They wasn't the Nas, but they just made you still feel good, man. So
Yeah, bro.
again, shout out to De La, man. It's great to see them come to life right now. So
Sure.
yeah, man. What else we got going on?
Keeping up with the music. You got any new music,
Yes,
Rich?
sir. Oh, bruh. I was just put on not too long ago. First of all, we're going to talk about the Creed soundtrack, bruh.
Is it dope?
Definitely dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Dreamville laid that soundtrack out.
I gotta check it out.
Yo,
It is dope.
crazy.
We were
Crazy.
going to feature a little bit of music, but with the YouTube censors and Facebook censors,
Yeah.
we didn't want to risk it.
Got it.
But trust me, that is a definite motherfucker pickup
Yeah,
for your
man.
collection.
Dreamville
And
snapped
Mark,
on there.
I'll let you interlude and tell me about the artist that you put me on to.
Oh man, Jawzy. You know,
Jawzy.
my man Diddy started the
Diddy's back.
The
Love Movement?
the
Yeah,
Love
Love
Records,
Records,
the Love
yeah.
Movement, man.
Yeah, I love that.
He has an artist named Jawzy on there. The name of the album or the EP is called Songs for Women. Free game for niggas.
The album is dope.
Straight up.
The album is
I
straight fire.
encourage all the guys to go check this out.
Okay.
It's solid information and music. It's solid information
Yeah.
and music. The name of the EP is called, what is it? Songs for Women, Free Game for Niggas. I encourage the guys to go check it out. It's good quality.
Favorite cut on there so
content.
far is
Picking up
Alone.
what I'm putting down.
That Alone joint,
and the
bro.
ladies, of course, they'll love it. But the production on it, the beats was crisp.
Yeah.
All the lyrics and selections and the arrangements is real great. You know how
Dope.
Diddy do his thing.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
Diddy is that guy. I'm a Diddy fan.
Heck
I think
yeah.
Press Play is still one of the dopest albums, man. And he's
Yeah,
performing
that's
at the
the
Roots
vibe.
Picnic this year, yo.
Oh,
So
man.
Diddy at the Roots Picnic, you know he gonna do that.
Can't
take
stop,
that, take
won't
that,
stop.
take that. You know that dance we doing,
Very,
bro?
bro.
Yeah, so
You know, because I was watching the Woo. I'm watching the Woo season 3. And on the last episode on there, when they came back off the tour and they stand outside of the Woo shop, Ghost and Ray, and a car ride by playing that One More Chance the
Biggie.
remix. And they was like,
Yeah,
yo,
bro.
son, what the fuck is that, son? That dude playing a hell of a
your
Ray.
boy-
He said, yo, what the fuck is that, son? He said, yo, I don't know. He said, yo, that's...
Your word is born,
It sound
Sean.
like that. It sound like that big shit, but nah. What the fuck is that? And it was the remix. Cause remember, Puff had remixed "Can It Be So Simple." Remember?
Yep.
And he was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, this and that." And then he was like, "Yo, well, it ain't Woo." He was like, "Well, we gonna let Puff do it." He was like, "It's all right."
Yeah.
And you seen, but anyway, they remixed that joint. And just to say that Puff was the king of the remixes, man.
Yeah, he was, man. Straight up.
And we need
Not
all
just the shiny
record
suits.
companies to get your shit together, tighten up, because we need more artists to do like Back Day and get on tracks together in form of remixes. We came up in
sure.
a time
Yep.
where it was like pure dopeness as far as music and like
and
artists
immediately
had a chance to
because
work with each other
yeah,
because
because
of
immediately,
remixes.
immediately, you know, everybody uses Serato. Serato has stems now.
Yep.
I was using stems myself Saturday. So there's millions of trillions of remixes coming regardless. because of stems.
Okay,
because of stems, it's easier. Yes, stems has been around for a minute. However, Serato made it easier. There's millions and millions coming
But on another music front, bro.
What's that?
With the AI technology and the stems, and you can export the MIDI files.
Yep.
It's about to be real crazy.
It's about to real crazy.
You're
I'm
gonna have
scared of
producers
AI.
at 3 years old.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm scared of AI for the voice thing because I love the technology.
I seen that.
I just don't like the human being behind it.
Nah.
And if Elon Musk is even like scared of AI, and this man helped create Open AI, he created that as a nonprofit. Chat GPT now is a for-profit AI, and my man Elon is scared of that. That makes me scared because that's the richest man in the world when it comes
Yes,
to
sir.
technology, bro. But the new Lil Wayne is dope as heck too, man.
Oh, for
that
sure.
Single.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, all I need is a beat with a DMX.
With the
sample.
DMX? Oh,
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
that's sick. That's
Come on,
sick.
man. He killed
That's
that. He killed that
sick,
track,
man.
man. So much love to Wayne, bro. Understand, Wayne and what's wild is Wayne and Swiss, they've been going at this since they was 15, 16 years old, fam.
Right.
You know what
It's
I mean?
still going.
It's still going, bro.
Yes, sir.
Straight
man.
going crazy,
Yeah,
man.
So a lot of great music, a lot of remixes coming, and you're right. The record labels do need to tighten up because we're gonna be making them regardless. For
sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I took the Nice for What and the acapella off of the Drake and put it on the Triumph Wu-Tang beat. So
Hey, that was dope.
We doing it. We gonna do it regardless, man. So for sure, man.
Yeah, we just come from a time where, you know, you could hear an original track and by next week it was damn sure a remix and you could damn near call it out like,
Right.
oh, so will sound dope. And sure enough, next week it was boom, it was a remix.
Exactly.
Remix.
But that AI, when my man used Kendrick Lamar's voice, and
That
he just
was
started.
real.
Yeah, I
It
was
sounded like
yo,
a whole real Kendrick Lamar
Oh
song.
man,
watch
that's
out for
the
that.
part I'm scared of, fam. That's what I'm scared of, bro. Anyway, man, what else we got coming up, man?
But you know, the price of garbage done went up.
Oh yeah, fam.
We got that first garbage bill, so it's only right that the good garbage price goes up.
That's right.
It's time to get into our favorite segment,
Yes, sir.
good garbage.
It's smelling funky this week.
Is it the holidays they forget to pick up the trash?
Yeah, it's like some holiday trash. Definitely.
Anthony.
please do remember, it's all jokes.
My man.
Shout out to my man Kenyon.
Yes, sir.
Born none.
Yes, sir, my man, bar none. From the streets of Federal to a prominent role on Bel Air. Yo, tell Yamacraw he better write Jeffrey back in the script, goddammit. We all, I love Jeffrey's part in there as a double agent, smooth, debonair dude. I want him back on the show, man.
Yo, Kenyon also look like the homie from Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Juice in the Hood when he said, 1 fish, 2 fish,
3 fish, blue fish. Nick, right, give a dog a bone.
He looked just like that homie, man.
Ham sandwich, my brother.
Yes, sir.
What we got next, man? Yo, my man is the Good Garbage Pennsylvania Lottery lineup, yo. I saw this, fam. I passed out, man.
My God,
yo,
bro.
he got the Good Garbage Pennsylvania Lottery sign, fam. Come on, bro.
The lineup.
Don't ever go back to that
lineup.
barber. He probably charged my man $75 for that right there. And he's confident about it. He's confident about it, man.
Bitch, you see it.
man.
You did it. I remember, oh my gosh. Me and my brother cut Spoonie for $2 back day and went to the Broccoliers and got a gang of candy and a sub off of that. But moving along. Sorry, Spoonie. It was somewhere like that. We love you, Spoonie.
Oh, man.
My man. Good Bubsy.
That gasoline.
One of my favorite white people in the world, man. My man, Bub C. What up, Bubs? Yo,
bro.
The other brother.
Catalina.
Also,
Dale. He just look like Pitbull, yo.
I used to call my man the Alchemist, bro. He looks like
Oh,
the
yeah, he's
Alchemist.
just like Alchemist too, man.
Hold me
Oh,
down.
man. Bub C, we love you, man.
One
Yes,
love,
sir.
man.
One love to Bub C. My dude.
Oh, man. Bub C once again.
Yes,
That's
sir.
That's a
The young
Pitbull
Bub
right
C.
there. Man, Bubs, man, we love you, bro.
Rock. Yes, sir.
Dale.
Oh, man, we got my man
Our
Deech
brother.
out here.
My other
Shout out to
favorite
my
white
man
person.
Deech.
Yes, sir.
Deech.
One of my favorite neighbors, bro.
Good Deech. Deech.
They were wild on the garbage this week, bro.
Luca,
man.
Joker, all of those guys. It's
His
his
family.
family. Yeah, we already know.
The Serbs,
Oh, yeah.
man.
All the Serbs. Don't you put the Serb gang out on us, man, for this motherfucking
please
garbage,
don't.
man. Don't put the Serb
It's an
Russian
old
gang on
style.
us.
Oh, God. Who did that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on. Not the PJ dude, man.
Yes,
Come on, man.
sir. PJs Projects. Lauren Harajo.
My goodness, man.
That's just wrong.
So again, man, another quick a recap of the good garbage of the week, man. I'm my man Bub C at Clee, man. Shout out to the good garbage this week, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh man,
We love you for loving us, and we loving. Yes, sir. And I got a few community events I wanted to speak on and highlight and point of upcoming events for you to participate in. I got to pull on my readers for this one, just so that people can see.
this is where Mont Reed, he's at a funeral and they have the.
Getting better. We got
you know,
the pop-up.
you got the.
You
know what?
Yeah, reading the condolences. They be like, Sister Anime, sister condolences from Bethel AME Church in Erie, Pennsylvania.
I'm about to read Ricky Smiley.
Or them Greater Morris
respect.
Chapel, those Greater Morris Chapels announcements. We got the fish fry starting at 2:30. It's 2 for 6, 2 for 30, 2 for 6. Go ahead,
Yo,
go ahead and do
we
your
killing
thing.
my nerves.
Go on your thing.
We got the pop-up coming. That's right, the town. Big money, release date, pop-up. Be there or be square. If you're a vendor, you definitely want to go there. Set up your tables, make some money, see some good people, network. That's April 22nd, 2023 from 12 to 6 p.m. You know how to switch it up on you.
Amen, amen, y'all. Amen, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Yes, sir. And also, we got the pancake breakfast coming up. Fast the day before, because you don't never get your money worth when you go to the pancake and sausage breakfasts. So you want to fast Friday night, March 10th, get your fast on, and then wake up early, drink a little bit of water, and then going down to the pancake breakfast Saturday, March 11th from 8 to 12 at Morris Chapel, 926 Dar Avenue in Farrell.
This nigga said breakfast is.
Sponsored by Mercer County. The coordinating council. You know, we put the extras on everything. Happy New Year's. Black shit.
They bought it all from Aldi's. The breakfast is.
Be in color. Be in color.
Oh, yo.
But then we got the egg hunt coming up April 1st from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Veteran Square, the legendary Veteran Square. Remember, we used to play football down that joint every Sunday and get it in. But make sure you take the kids down there, ages 13 and under. It's sponsored by the City of Farrell Recreation Committee and Commission. So make sure you go down there and participate, take the kids out, and enjoy some of the free festivities.
And we will not be using real eggs because it's $75 a dozen. Nigga, we are going to Dollar General. Yes. We are buying fake plastic eggs. We are not buying real eggs this time because Jesus did not help lower the price on eggs for his Easter. That's messed up, fam. Like, lower the price, Jesus. His eggs is like $10 a dozen, bro. We want to have some fun. We want to, paint the eggs. We ain't even boiling eggs, bro. We just spray painting them joysticks.
Put some food color on and wash it off the next day. Oh my God.
My bad.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, man. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
At the end of the month, we having a Friday night art and music live dancing, tabletop painting, clean, wholesome fun. Special DJ D Pen up in the house, hosted by Shelly Blue. The cover charge is $10. Food artist Jay Sav on the cooks. Adults 21 and up. Leave the kids at home. Get you a little babysitter. Shit, if they ain't too bad, I might babysit for a fee. Come mess with more P. You can have some money or a tree. I'm sorry.
They about to play kids' music and all that, bro. Come on, man.
Baby
Bruno Mars, come on, man.
Recant that last statement.
That's my page. Okay. That's off the record. It's going to be at Shaver Center, 211 Federal Street. That event.
That's
going to
dope.
be at the Shaver Center. That's going to be great, man. I might pop up down there. That's just something for
the Uptown Funk won't give it to you. Yup.
Yeah, so
Let me get another cranberry and pineapple.
Yeah.
On the rocks, fam. Thank you very much, man. Clean, positive event. I love it, bro. I love it.
So make sure y'all tap in. And next up, we have another event by none other than the Shenango Valley Urban League. Save the date for the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Breakfast and Career Fair. Friday, April 21st, 2023, of course. Go to the Shenango Valley Facebook page. You can find out a time for that event. They always keep you posted up and give you all the details of every great event they have. And that concludes my announcement of the week.
And black people, just don't go to diversity. This is for everybody. This is for white people, Asians, everybody. Please go to the diversity thing, man. Then the next day you're going to see white people doing, we going to fuck up tonight. They're going to be doing it because they went to the diversity inclusion thing. We got enough black people going to diversity events, man. We need more races hitting up these types of things, man, so we can come together. So y'all can do that cuff it challenge the next day, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, just messing with it.
Have Karen saying it was hell of it.
The church announcements. We appreciate you, man.
I almost forgot from my man, Bill Altman, who has taken over the midget program in Farrell. Fast shout out to Bill Altman. We know him. Those that don't know him, Bill is a great athlete. Still is a great athlete. He has kids in Farrell, but he's going to be coaching. He's setting up sign-ups for the kids, and that'll be, let me see, May 10th. May 10th from 5 to 7 at the field for the kids from last year. Bring up your jerseys and stuff so we can get that together, get them clean, the condition. But for the kids that didn't play, come up there to get pre-registered and get ahead of the game. And that's going to be May 10th from 5 to 7. I'll do another recap on another show, but just giving you guys a heads up to mark the date, to be available, to get the youth signed up, because it's so important for the numbers to get the right equipment number and everything. So take advantage of the early sign-up dates and get your kids up there. And then I believe it's also for the cheerleaders as well, but make sure you get the kids to the early sign-up. It's very important, and it's also helpful.
And also make sure you send all your sick and shut in to Pastor Mont. As you do, read off the announcements. We truly appreciate y'all. Love you, fam. Love you, man. What we got coming up next, y'all?
Next, it's time to interview our guest.
Hey.
Hey.
Let me run down some of her accolades real quick.
Yes, indeed, bro.
Tell her.
Class of 91 graduate, Farrell High's finest.
That's right. The
Graduated.
best class to
Yes.
I don't know
ever
about
Indeed.
grace the halls of Farrell
Yes.
High.
I don't know about that.
Class of 91.
I have an objection, but we'll continue.
You talk about that.
Cheney, graduate.
HBCU, yes, sir.
HBCU graduate.
The first. I
I'm
know
black,
there's some
y'all.
controversy
I'm black,
between
y'all.
Cheney and Lincoln, but Cheney is the first.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Graduate of YSU, master's
That's
degree.
right.
Okay.
Criminal justice.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, she a fed, bro.
Avid
Come on, man.
swimmer.
You a nerd.
Avid swimmer.
State employee for 21 years over.
Okay.
Plus,
Yep.
Miss Amanda.
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Amanda Pearson, our guest, Furrow Podcast. Let's welcome her to the show.
Cue my music. Cue my music.
So how are you doing today?
Doing wonderful. I'm so glad to be here. Just an opportunity to share and to enlighten some people.
Yeah, man.
I dig what you guys are doing, and I had to be a part. You know, because you could be in the streets doing other stuff.
For sure.
Yes, for sure.
You talk about the music. I don't know them new people. I don't know them.
They're incredible. It's incredible. If you listen to
I
the
know
incredible
De-La.
people. Yeah.
I know Q. I know Diddy. Grandmaster Flash. I know them.
Okay.
LL.
Okay.
I don't know these new people.
Right.
I'm just glad to be a part and to share. I don't believe that God allows us to live life and go through things and not be able to share. And now with technology, you guys are doing it, and we can reach so many people out there and just drop a little bit
Yeah, for sure.
of encouragement, inspiration.
Man, let me ask you, what made you say, you know what? I want to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get myself prepared, and go swimming at 5 o'clock in the morning. What led you to that being such a consistent, incredible thing for you? What led to that?
It actually started in 2009. My father passed away. Nobody shot him. The police didn't kill him. He wasn't in a car accident. My dad died, in essence, because he did not take care of himself. That's it. And so I actually started when I was living in Hershey, swimming at 4:30. And so when I got here, I transitioned, couldn't really swim, commuting to Pittsburgh, catching a bus at Newcastle, really didn't have the time. And then the pandemic hit. And I said, okay. And so I had gotten to a place in my life where I was 315 pounds. Now, I wear my weight well. You know, I buy stuff and make me look appropriate.
Right.
So I didn't look 315, but I quit getting on the scale at 315.
Got it.
And so I said, I don't want that. My gram, you guys know her, been pastoring for years. Now she's in a place where we have to care for her.
Right.
But she spent her life, the majority of her life, caring for everybody else.
Right.
And so I got to the place where I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I wake up in the morning and all my friends will tell you, I say, my knees and ankles sound like a bowl of Rice Krispie cereal, snap, crackle, and pop.
Right.
And so I was tired of that. Sciatic nerve pain all the time. Headaches, back. I still had to press through because life goes on.
Right.
But my quality of life was not what I wanted it to be. And so when the pandemic hit, we started working from home. And for me, I don't know about anybody else. Yes, we've lost people, we loved ones, but the pandemic was probably one of the best things that have ever happened to me. In as much as I was able to get into a consistent workout and be able to swim and had the time to do that.
Right.
And so that's the only thing I'm motivated to do that early. Oh, other than cooking. If you say I need some mac and cheese, I'm on it. I'm up at 2.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But that's the only thing that I'm really motivated. It's the bomb. But motivated to do that early.
Okay.
And that I knew I could be consistent with.
That's awesome.
It's not easy,
Right.
but it's possible.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
So what piqued your interest in wanting to play
I'm glad you asked.
football?
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the deal. You don't go to Farrell High School all your life. I've had uncles. My Uncle Brian, my Uncle Reggie were great football players.
Yes.
I remember as a kid going to football games and then picking me up over the fence, 3, 4, 5 years old. I remember that. And football has always been a part of my life. My grandfather had season tickets. I didn't miss a game. But when we were coming up, girls didn't play football.
Right.
And so the closest I could get to the field was cheerleading. So that's what I did. And I've wanted to play. There was a team in Harrisburg that I was going to play for, and that kind of fizzled out. And life happened, raising kids, work, and all that kind of stuff. And then one day I was sitting at home, and I just said, you know what, I want to play. I started my weight loss journey. I know you were talking about it.
Yeah.
Both of you guys were talking about losing weight, and I started my weight loss journey. I'm down. I fluctuate between 85 and 90 pounds.
It's incredible.
Since my surgery. And I got to the place where I was like, you know what? I want to play football. Let me see what's out there.
Hey, let's go.
Let me see. And so I contacted, and it was so, I don't want to say it's ironic because I don't believe in irony necessarily. I believe that everything is God ordained. The day that I contacted the coach was the day of the first tryout.
Wow.
I'm sending her the email, and she's preparing for the first tryout. And so she contacted me back, hey, we got a tryout in September. I went, tried out. Don't ask me what my 40 was.
I was just about to ask you.
Don't ask me.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you anyway.
Okay, about a 9.
You a slow ass
4,
nigga, man.
5.
It wasn't 10. It wasn't 10 flat though. It wasn't 10 flat though.
And so I tried out, and she contacted me, and the rest is history. Made the team, and it's been that ever since. But that's been something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I'm at a stage in life where I want to live.
Yes.
I want the quality of my life to be good, and I want the things, we spend the best part of our life, our younger years working.
Right.
Taking care of family, doing all that.
Trading time for money.
Yep.
Right. And so I'm at a place, and I was at a place in life where I said, you know what, I'm doing me. And that's one of the things I did. And I said, God, if it's for me to do, open the door.
Right.
And that has always been, if it's not for me, God, don't let it. Because, Keegan, we talked about the jazz club I wanted to do.
Yes.
I still want to do that.
Yes.
But I said, God, if it's not for me, and come to find out the building would have been way more, and it would just been a money pit.
I understand.
So that didn't, it's not that it's not going to happen.
It just,
it's right now, the
just
timing
wasn't
of
the right,
it.
yeah.
And so I just decided this is what I'm going to do. And
Who is that I know you want to live, but who is that inspirational person, that motivational football player that you look like, that you inspire you to keep going or want to be like? Is it any players like that?
well, all the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Got you.
However,
If you had to pick one though, who would it be?
Well, let me tell you.
What era?
And he wasn't. But since I started playing football, he has become, and that's Franco Harris.
Got it.
I had the opportunity. I knew about, I was just the Immaculate Conception, I think, happened before I was born, just right. It happened in January of 73.
Okay.
I was born on the 7th. But so anyway, I didn't know about it. I was a baby. But I heard about it over the years. And my dad is like the biggest Steeler fan I know, or was. Franco Harris was one of the owners of my football team.
That's awesome. Amazing man. I love Franco.
And
man.
I had an opportunity. You don't have too many opportunities to meet great people.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Yep.
And we had our team Christmas party. He was there. I had Mark in the cut. Shout out to Mark in the cut. But I had him cut like 32, because he was going to be at our Christmas party.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to meet him. He said, oh, he liked my shirt. And I posted that on Facebook. But then he saw my haircut. He said, I got to get a picture with you in your shirt and the haircut. So I was like, all right, cool. But I had a chance to talk with him. And he probably would have talked to the rookies all night had he not had to come and give his speech.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that following, I think, Tuesday
he
passed away.
Yeah. He was so
And
incredible, man.
so that person, although he's a running back, and one of my teammates asked him, what's your advice to the rookies? He's be nice to your running backs. To our running backs, yes.
Right.
That you will be nice,
Right.
but not to the other ones. So, but it was cool meeting him, and definitely finding out and having the opportunity to talk to him and knowing what he did and how much he has done for the community off the field.
Yes.
Is great.
You know, I lived on the north side of Pittsburgh for a very long time, and he would just walk the streets like it was nothing. He was just a regular, just like, "What's up, Frank?" Like, "Hey, man, how you doing, man?" It was just nothing. So, with all of that, what position do you play, and do you feel like you're at the right position?
Okay, so you want to hear the story behind the position?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to tryouts, and I was 49 at the time.
Got it.
And everybody there was probably young enough to be my kid.
Right.
And so I'm out there doing, and they said, "Well, what position do you want to play?" I said, "Any position that does not require me to have to run and catch at the same time."
That's smart.
Because I'm a 9.45. I ain't the 4.44. Okay, I'm not that.
I don't got that 4.3 fan.
And as tough as I am, I don't want to hear the
Tyreek Hill out
footsteps coming.
here.
I'm trying to focus on catching the ball.
Right.
Then I hear the footsteps, and then and then you fumble. I can't.
Right.
So
It's a smart business move.
it was
Yeah.
very smart business move.
move.
And I knew that my mental capacity at 50, soon to be, would not remember the plays, the slants, the routes, that all the offense has to do.
Omaha.
Yeah.
He like, what?
Well,
Nigga,
that's
what?
I swear, coach,
You just want to do the hitting and
Yeah, no.
You just
So,
want to check on plays. You just want to hear that.
That's not true. So it was a business decision on, okay, what can I do? And that's not saying that I won't ever move to offense.
Right.
But I picked defensive tackle.
Nice.
All I have to remember is my gap, A or B, depending on what we're doing. And if we got to do a trick, something,
Right.
I got that. But I see myself doing like a TJ Watt, kind of just coming in and
Let's go.
pressuring the quarterback.
Let's
Aaron
go.
Donald type shit.
Aaron Donald.
got you.
Aaron
Once
Donald.
again,
I could do
Donald
him.
type
I
shit,
could
for
do
real.
him. But
For sure.
because
Warren Sapp from our day.
Warren Sapp. Yep.
Okay, well,
but
Demetrius Pate, by the way. Be on that Pate. Be on that Pate Bucky Newell. Be on that Pate Bucky Newell.
was a wedge buster.
Or Bill Mercurio. What's up, Bill?
You know what? He's a linebacker.
He's a linebacker.
And he's fast. But I just see me coming in, crashing the gap, messing
Making
up
the
the play.
disruption.
And it doesn't require a lot of thought, like maybe the offense would. For me, my first year.
Yeah.
You gonna rip, swim?
Rip, swim, bull rush.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I already know.
I do that.
I know.
I ain't no slouch.
And so coming through Farrell High, you had a chance to deal with Miss Morrison, one of the greats. She won a lot of championships, disciplinarian. What did you pick up from her that you can have applied in your life and other areas?
Okay, so I'm gonna try not to be emotional on this because this is a very emotional
No, man.
question.
Go ahead. Be your authentic self. at
So
all times.
when you're in something that seems hard or difficult, you really don't know the good that is going to come out of that until you get on the other side.
Right.
So Miss Morrison was always in gym, and I tell people this, and she has helped to shape and make me who I am today in this sense. In gym, if she had us, we did gymnastics, you did shuffleboard, you did tennis, you did bowling, all of that, and you knew how to score it by hand.
Right.
And you had to, whatever. But whatever she told us to do, she could do herself.
Right.
And so when we were cheering, and there were times where we would be at cheerleading practice and the football players, basketball players is on their way home. We still in practice. Your arm's not straight. Perfect T, V's. We knew, and it was discipline.
Those wall sits.
And it was a standard that she set. And unfortunately, today, we are so far from that.
That's standard. Yes.
And we are so far from that. We came up in a time where you didn't get smart with teachers, coaches.
Not at all.
Say that.
And if you did act up, your parents was coming. They weren't coming to school to fight. They was coming to snatch you up
Say that.
and hold you accountable.
Right.
We don't have that.
Right.
So the greatest lesson, and when I moved back, and every time I would come back, and while she was working at the school, I would go to a game, I would see her, I would always thank her. She wrote an excellent reference letter for me to get into Cheney. And whenever I came back, I wanted to see her. So when I moved back in 2014. I just kept, anybody seen Miss Morrison? Where is she? I haven't, and I wanted to get in touch with her. And unfortunately, she passed away. But that was Miss Morrison by far. The discipline, if you're going to do it right.
Yeah.
You know, and don't, I can remember going to cheerleading camp, and it was 4 of us my junior year. And cheerleading camp, you have cheerleading squads from all over. So there were squads with like 25, 30 girls, and it was 4 of us from Furl. Look, from Furl. 4 of us.
Right.
We placed 3rd overall out of all of, and there was squads that had 20, 30 girls.
Sheesh.
But that's the kind, and then so we get in the van, tell Miss Morrison, hey, we placed 3rd. 3rd? You know,
That's that standard.
3rd?
That's that standard.
You know, but, you know, I don't know if she was happy. I didn't think she was happy about her response, but we were happy because it was 4 of us. Mm-hmm. And that says something. And when you grow up in a time like that, you know, in an era where, you know, you were respectful, you had good work ethics, you came to work on time, you did what you were supposed to do. Mm-hmm. That stuff is not so popular anymore.
It's not.
And what I got from Miss Morrison, it by far has carried me, you know, even in the secular, working the different jobs I've worked. I could hear her, Amanda, that's not right.
Right.
Okay.
How did going to an HBCU also shape you? What, you know, if somebody that's watching or will watch or listen, what would you tell them and about your experience going to an HBCU? And the first one on top of that.
Right. I would say for me, it definitely taught me a little bit more of who we are as a people. Mm-hmm. In Farrell, we got Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, George Washington Carver, Carter G. Woodson.
Marcus Garvey.
We didn't even get Marcus Garvey.
That's right,
we didn't get Marcus
didn't
Garvey.
get Nat Turner.
And we got the Martin Luther King silhouette.
Mr. Moody, yeah.
We didn't get Marcus Garvey. I didn't get it until, but I mean, I don't want to say I didn't get it because my gram was in politics and all of that. So we had it at home. In school. No. So I learned about the Phyllis Wheatleys and all of these other ones that you don't hear about.
Right.
And so I
Black
got a
Wall
chance
Street.
to see, right.
Yeah.
I got a chance to see that, oh, wait a minute, black people did a lot more than what we were told in school, because it was okay for us to hear about Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. It wasn't okay to hear about the Nat Turners and
Or the Move
and Michael
Africa
Stokely's
problems.
and
Move Africa that happened in
And you know,
Philly.
I went to Cheney,
Right,
so
it
we
was
talked
right there.
about it. It
Yeah.
was right there. And actually, when I moved into Philly, I would pass Osage Avenue where they actually bombed. That's crazy. They still have.
They dropped
did you know?
the bomb on the first
whole
time a
city
U.S. military were
Yes.
basically dropped a bomb on our own people.
Yep. And the houses there, the properties are still got issues, foundational issues. It's crazy. But yeah. So going to it definitely gave me an opportunity to really come to know who I really was as an African American. And then on the other, I got the YSU. So you know, I had a point of reference, you know, to say, okay. But yeah, going to an HBCU, I think that we should support more HBCUs. HBCU should be getting more money. That whole
Jackson State.
Ed Reed, Jackson State. You know, it's kind of disheartening when you hear that kind of stuff, but it's the reality. I don't know if you guys went. I know we did, and I can't remember when they stopped. But you know, Mr. Phillips, we went on college tours.
College tours, yes, ma'am.
We did that.
Strike a nerve.
Right.
Yeah, no, because Miss Jefferson, no
Nope.
disrespect to Mr. Phillips. I love. I'm talking about Miss Jefferson because she wouldn't let me go on.
Because you were too bad.
You peeled the skin.
You was too bad.
Nigga, you in the
bad.
game.
Oh,
She gonna defend me?
You a buzzard.
You got an X on your arm.
Whole gang out here, bro.
You got an X on your arm.
But
But she never seen my ex.
You said Miss Jefferson. Gang based buzzers.
You supposed to hold me up. Go ahead.
But it was the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Yes, ma'am.
Wasn't wrong.
So-
You said you ain't gonna be shit. You ain't gonna be shit, man.
Right. And you know, now they shouldn't have said that, but you know, but words have power. We're laughing,
For sure.
but words have power. And so we went to and I had a chance to see Cheney accepted me in 11th grade.
Okay.
That's dope.
So, I knew I was going to Cheney. I knew I was majoring in criminal justice.
That's dope.
I wanted to be a teacher until 4th grade when I found out kids were bad. I did. True story. True. I said I wanted to be a teacher. In 4th grade, I found out there was Mont Peterson. And I wouldn't have a job.
So I Miss Jefferson didn't let my ass go to that college tour. See, because
right?
damn.
2 days.
We thought I was the mold for badass kids.
2 days.
It was just a picture of mine like this.
But let's be serious though.
Yeah.
But look at where you are now, Mom.
Yeah.
And despite what people said, some of the greatest people on earth, they said would never amount to anything.
Right.
They label us, special ed, this, that, and the other. But
Mike Jones, back then they ain't women. Now he hot. Now they all
as D.L. Hughley say, the GED section.
Right.
But look, you see what I'm saying? And so we went on college tours, so we had the exposure, and I knew that that's where I wanted to go. We went to Cheney, Temple, Morgan State, Howard, and Georgetown.
Oh man, that was a dope. Oh man.
Yeah, we had a ball.
That was a hell of a tour right there.
And we had opportunity.
Nice.
If you can walk down the street right now, see your 16-year-old self, what advice would you give her?
Okay, what's the rating on this show?
I'm
just playing.
It's
TVMA. I already know.
I'm sorry. I lost so many people in my life. I decided to not have a filter at all. I just do not care anymore.
He rubbing off on me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I still got a job.
I got to be respectful.
I still got to be right.
I
don't have a filter, but I'm respectful. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm just playing with you.
Yeah.
If I saw my 16-year-old self, one of the most important thing I would say
is fuck these kids. I'm sorry.
He went Monique in the reading.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say credit is very important.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely.
If I had to go back, I would have said invest in bottled water.
Yes.
Invest in Bitcoin.
Microsoft. Yep.
What else was coming up?
Apple.
Amazon, because it was the
Amazon
books.
and Apple.
It was just books before.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those were the things I would have set myself up. If I could go back right now and have a conversation, the 50-year-old me would be a millionaire.
Got you, man.
Be a millionaire.
We cover those topics
Yes.
consistently on the show, and credit is power, man.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And it's unfortunate that when you grow up I grew up with my gram, and I grew up in a time where they weren't teaching blacks about credit.
Financial literacy.
And financial
So
literacy.
we also have to understand too that the credit score didn't come out until 1992.
True.
Yeah.
So
I graduated year.
that's one of the big reasons why.
Yep.
And then also during the 70s, women weren't even allowed to have bank accounts.
Right.
60s, 70s. And that's why a lot of marriages last, because of the they had to rely on a man to actually have some type of financial thing.
Yeah.
So I get it, man.
And so we didn't learn that. And so what I did, and my son really took it and ran with it. Of course, when you go to college, and if you don't have a scholarship, which I did not, you accumulate debt, student loan debt or whatever. And at the end of the day, my son didn't want to go to school. And he didn't, Mom, I don't want any debt. And I think I talked about no debt too much because he was like, no, I don't want to go. I was like, Brandon, you go, you do it. And I'm setting him up. And so he didn't want to go. So he decided, and he's always been, had a love for cars. My son can look and tell you that's a this, and he knows the exotic ones. He's known that ever since he was like 3 or 4.
That's awesome.
We would go to Philadelphia, or my husband would be in the car and we're riding somewhere. He'll text Brandon, what's this? Before my husband could click send good, Brandon was replying.
Right.
So, and I tried to really do that with him, and teaching him that, setting him up in a way so that he had good credit at 18. At 19, he had over 700 credit score.
Beautiful.
And I set him up for
time.
that. He bought his first house at 20.
That's beautiful.
You know, and he's working at Tesla now, and so he, you know, they got stock options, and we're getting him, and then my husband handles that stuff.
I know he mad at Elon because them stocks is terrible right now.
But wait a minute, when you don't have to pay for them, when you don't have to pay for them,
you don't care much, right?
Hey,
yep, you're right.
hey,
You're right.
he's still,
Just ride the wave.
Let me pause on that.
Yeah,
you're right.
he's still making money. He's just not making as much. But you know, it's those things that, you know, I look, and when you guys talk, and some of the other episodes I listen to you talk, I think that it's very important that we teach. And Mont, you said that this is stuff that financial literacy. And everybody's not going to college. Face the facts. Everybody's not going to college. Right. And so therefore, you know, we need to teach kids how to prepare for life.
Yes.
And and when I'm swimming in the mornings, that is really, I got, my playlist is crazy.
That's dope.
Like, you listen to my playlist.
So I got to ask you this: what headphones do you have in the water?
Okay,
tell us about this.
They're called H2O audio, and I started to bring them. God said bring them, and I didn't listen. I'm sorry, God, I didn't listen. But they're called H2O audio, and they're like bone conductors. Yeah, it's gonna get bone conductors, and they sit on the outside of my ear. They hook onto my goggles, and I can just play.
Vibration.
Yeah, it's you. Yeah. And so I use those, and they go underwater. And they have some that is like an MP3 for underwater, but it's called H2O audio, and I got them. And so while I'm swimming and between jamming, you know, God just kind of downloads different stuff into me. And I think about, you know, what you guys talk about on the show. And, you know, I was swimming one day, and I came up with the idea to develop a curriculum that would be for juniors and seniors, and it would be mandatory every day until they graduated. That, in short, was like a life skills class.
Yes, that would be. That would
Your job is coming to class. If you come to class, you get paid. If you don't come, you don't get paid.
Yes.
And then maybe by your senior year, you can start accumulating vacation time. So if you miss a class, you can just burn a day and really get kids into the habit of living life beyond high school.
Right.
Do you know that some high school students do not know how to write a check?
Right.
Good God.
Now, not that people are even using checks anymore, but they don't know how to write a check.
It's that basic life skill.
Basic life skill, how to make a budget. Now, my husband, I have to give it to him. That is his lane, and I stay out of it altogether. I just say, babe, what you need, where we going, what we doing.
Right.
Because he handles the budget, and he'll do it down to the penny, kick out his phone. I don't do that.
Got you.
But that's his lane, and we make it. But the kids don't know how to do that today.
Speaking of your lane, what... You know, they say a lot of black people don't swim, or they're afraid to swim, or they have whatever. What would you tell somebody that's black that's listening and never swum before? What advice would you give them to start? Like, what's your favorite pause, stroke, all of that types of things? What, you know, how would you encourage someone, especially African American or anybody, white, whoever listening, bro, to swim? What would you say?
So number one, just do it. Just do it. Start somewhere. We weren't allowed in swimming pools back then.
They was pouring acid.
Yeah,
they was
doing all that, peeing in the water, all of that kind of stuff. We weren't allowed to swim. And so just get in. They have classes. The Buell Club has classes. You have to start. Now, I'm not concerned about my hair.
Got it.
The first thing, you know, a lot of people ask me, you do your hair every day? Yeah. I got to, or I'm look like Mont P. Bald head nation. Bald head nation.
Yeah.
You know, but I cut my hair. Newest inductee, yeah. You know, but I cut my hair and keep it short because I just on a different thing. But it's just start. You know, a lot of women. I get my hair done and all this kind of stuff. I was like, okay, well then swimming's not for you.
Right.
And when I went to the Buell Club, and it's unfortunate that it's this way, but it is what it is. They would look at me like, okay, what's she gonna do?
Right.
And then I get in the water.
Right. And then they see what you could do.
Then they see what I can do.
They were like, nigga, this is the black woman Mike Phelps.
Look, I say Michelle Phelps.
Michelle Phelps out here.
But they did. They were like, oh, you swim good. And then I wanted to say, for a black person, don't say it. You know,
right.
but you kind of know. And it was like, oh, you're a really good swimmer, because people are not used to seeing black people swim.
Right.
There's a group, and that I'm friends with on Facebook. They're in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think they're called the Mahogany Mermaids. And I'm like, yo, do you have a chat? What, can I be an honorary when I come once a year to swim with you guys? They're like, oh, no, we don't do that. You really have to be local. And they're giving lessons and stuff like that.
Dope. Very dope.
On swimming. But there are some black people who swim. Now, I'm on a master swim team. I have my final virtual meet tomorrow.
Let's go.
For the season. And I'm the only black person on the team right now.
But you're killing it.
And every meet that I've gone to, I don't think I've ever seen another black person other than my husband that came to support.
Wow. I saw myself at the JCC, and I understand those looks and things like that. But I introduced myself not just because they make the cover to make myself comfortable. You know what I mean? But then over time, you just end up becoming friends with people.
And that's what happened. And that's exactly what happened. I started swimming and they started looking. They were like, oh, my Lord. Right. And so that's how I ended up on the swim team. A guy was watching me, the lifeguard, and he was like, yo, you really are a good swimmer.
Dope.
And I never, just swimming at school. I never was on the swim team per se to ever compete at school. When I was in high school, it was just something I picked up. Now, I'm very slow freestyle.
Okay.
But backstroke,
killing it.
And so I set a goal for myself for this year, for the swim team. Our season started September 6th, and I wanted to get the 100-mile club award. So you have to swim 100 miles and accumulate 100 points over the course of the season.
Yeah.
Which 100 miles, 176,000 yards. I'm at 182,300.
Let's go, fam.
Andy, I got one last question for you. For the female viewers, there's because Brittany Johnson, I know she plays football too. Anyone who wants to get into the profession and sign up and try or whatever, could you let the viewers know how they can do that? Whatever?
You can. We don't. Trials are over for this year, but Google Pittsburgh Passion, and we present. We have tryouts in the fall. So there's usually 3 days to try out. I recommend that you try out all 3 times if you can to improve your time. But yeah, we have tryouts at the end of the year, in the fall.
And you got to run a 4.2 like Tyreek Hill.
You don't have to run no 4.2. I ran a 9.48 or something.
You got to run a 4.2.
Yeah.
She ain't telling you that.
Can I close with something before we can close?
Yeah.
I got one last question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
I know you're avid traveler, like cruise liners.
Oh, yes.
Cozumel or Grand Turks or the DR?
Okay, so I've only been to one of those, which is Cozumel.
Okay.
And I don't have to go back. I did.
They say Cozumel's rough.
Well, no. I just did. We went to Honduras on that cruise, and we went to Cozumel, and I did ATV riding in the jungle.
Got you. That's
so that was pretty dope. But I want to say something about discipline because I seen somebody talking about discipline, and this is one of the things I got from, and I want to leave with your. Oh Lord, I can't even.
And because you're doing this too, you got to beatbox with us as well at the end.
Yeah,
so
beatbox. I'll be spitting and drooling.
Yeah, that's all we want too.
Okay.
All right, eh?
All right.
So
Go ahead. Yep.
So I want to leave this with you, and I want to. Before I say this, I just want to encourage people. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read. Thank you. This is all new to me.
No, you good?
Okay, I'm 50.
Hurry up, fam!
Okay, go ahead.
No,
So I want to encourage,
messing.
Anybody who's out there who thinks you can't, there's something that you want to do, you're never too old to do it. You're never too old to do it. Make a commitment, and this is going to go into what I'm saying to talk about my commitment. Hold on. So I got this from Denzel Washington. He said, dreams without goals are just dreams, and ultimately they fuel disappointment. On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline, but more importantly, consistency. Because without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish.
Drop it in the hat. You know
Let's
what I
go.
mean?
Drop the mic.
Bam.
Drop it because
Let the church say,
appreciate.
Amen.
Hey.
And let's do this.
oh, you want me to drop a line or two?
You got it. It's on you.
What you doing?
Yeah.
It's me. the mayor, signing off.
Well, it's me, the M-A-N, and to the D-I-E, and to the P, dropping signs correctly. And if you don't know, you better know, because here we go.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
God damn.
Hey.
Hurry me up with that one. She can drop some lyrics. Yeah. It's the landlord, Mark P, leader of the Ballhead Nation. Thank you, Mandy, for coming on. Appreciate you. Pearl high, fly high, baby. You know how we do. Fat shout out to my boy BK. I love you, BK. We love you.
We love you.
One more army jacket for you today, bro. Love you, man.
Yeah. Hey, one time. Yo. One to the concert, baby. Tiny Dome concert. Shouts to CJ. Shouts to J.A. AKA. I'm gonna get some crab legs. I'm gonna get some chicken wings. I'm gonna get some mussels. I am hungry as hell. Have a good night.
It's your man DJ with Stacks in the house, and guaranteed that we came through and turned it out. We had Amanda up on the show and we chilled, but guaranteed the Tiny Dope concert was real. My man KB put it down with Danielle, and I can't forget Just Flow as well, and my man Dukels, and my man Crypto, and you know that we out the damn door. Let's go.
Hey, Furrow Podcast, we love y'all, man. Peace.
One love.
Peace. Hey.